everybody, this is Jay again, and I want to welcome you guys to another episode of DoomsDay BootCamp. Today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about my personal pack and basically just a starter's pack for some basic hiking. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you what I got. So here's my pack. It's nothing fancy, just a regular backpack. And you can see right here actually, I got some string. This is actually some shoelace. And the reason that I carry shoelace is because you can use it for so many things. And one of my favorite things that I'm actually going to be showing you guys later is how to make a fire bow with shoelace string. So that's one thing. Another thing we got here is a mirror. And you can see there, we're using my awesome Kodak Easy Touch to shoot all of this. And you can kind of see my my little helmet cam I got set up here. All it is a tripod bracket screwed onto a paintball mask. Nothing fancy. It'll do. Then also we got a belt. And you're saying, what do we need a belt for? Well, a belt can actually be used for a lot of things. It can be used for either first aid, if you need to strap on some kind of pressure or anything. You can definitely use a belt for that. Just poke a custom hole in there and apply it on. You can also use it for straddling trees with. If you ever need to get to the top of a tree, a belt is actually a pretty good way of climbing a tree, believe it or not. And I'll show you guys that a little bit later also. Next we got Band-Aids, because every kit needs Band-Aids. Then we've also got these little guys, which are our alcohol wipes. And these are just basic lens wipes that you'd find, you know, for cleaning your glasses and stuff like that. But these are actually very good. If you ever have any kind of wound or anything like that you need to clean up, slap one of these on it. It'll burn like hell, but you know you're alright there. And another one of the reasons I actually didn't mention for this mirror is you can actually use this for signaling. Say you're ever stranded out somewhere that you need to get seen. This is one of the best ways that you're going to be able to make a signal. You can kind of see the reflection there, and you can see this for miles and miles and miles. Now, moving on. Next we have peroxide. And peroxide, I think everybody should have. If you don't know any kind of botany or anything like that, then you're definitely gonna want some peroxide. If you do get an infection or a cut or something, you definitely want to keep it disinfected so that way you can just keep on huffing. You don't want nothing to slow you down when you're on the move. Now, I got water in here. Everybody should have water. And one of my uses for all these gallons of milk and orange juice and all this other stuff is I actually save them, wash them out, and I use them to store water. I mean, if you can think of how many gallons of milk do you go through a year, or how many gallons of this orange juice stuff do you go through a year? You go through quite a lot, and it's a lot of containers that you can potentially be using to store stuff in. And another reason I actually keep this, the reason that I have it today, and with a lot of my many other hikes, is I actually have a couple of them in there, and I also have a gallon. But you always use these to weight me down, because I want to be stronger as I hike more. And the more weight that you travel with, the easier it's going to be to travel whenever you don't have any weight. Another little thing I like to carry are my glasses. And the reason that I carry glasses with me is not only so I can see, but also because these are also a nifty little fire starting device. You can use these to magnify the sun to create what's called a focal point. And if you keep centered on that focal point, you're going to be able to start a fire. Now we move on to the fun stuff. One of my most favorite tools right there. This right here is my multi-tool. And in the multi-tool, this is like the most handy dandy little thing that I've ever come across of. In here you have a knife. You have a couple of different ones. And you also have some punches that you can use, or you can use as a punch. Pliers, of course. A miniature saw, which actually also doubles as, on the other side, I don't know if you can see that, a file. You never know when you're gonna need to file something. You also have, whenever you got those canned beans, a nice old good-fashioned can opener. And last but not least, a screwdriver. Every person's multi-tool is different, but as long as you got a multi-tool, I think you'll be alright. Next on the agenda, fire. Everybody should always carry a lighter, whether it's a good lighter or a bad lighter. I actually recommend a Zippo, but mine is actually out of flint, and I need to get more flint for my Zippo. So always carry a lighter or a Zippo on you. Next, we have the machete. The machete is very, very useful. Going through any kind of tall grass or anything like that, you can always use this to cut stuff down. It's very sharp, and if you encounter any kind of small little snakes or anything like that, you just give them a whack and they're done for, man. Which brings me to my next assortment, which is the 22 rifle. I ain't gonna shoot you, don't worry. But if you have a rifle, or if you have a small 9mm, my preference is a 9mm. I actually have a 9mm Millennium. The Millennium Pros are actually a little bit better, just because whenever you actually go into maintenance it to clean it, I actually like the way that the 9mm Millennium Pro slides off a lot easier. So that's my pack, and I hope to see you guys, and give me some feedback on what your packs are. And I'd like to see a video response of maybe some packs that you have set up, and we'll keep on making episodes, and just hit that subscribe button located right on up there, and see you guys around.